Hey everybody, I'm Jackie, the Sewing Pastor's Wife, and this is Friday Sews. First one of 2024. Happy New Year, y'all. 2023 was a great year. So I'm not like a lot of years I'm like, oh, I'm so glad to see that year gone. I'm ready to start a new year. But I have to say that 2023 was one of the best years. I made a list of just the highlights of the year, and so many amazing things happened. And one of those things was Friday Sews and starting a YouTube channel and getting my Baby Lock Brilliant and getting the Baby Lock Imagine. I mean, it was a great year for sewing, and I learned a lot. I have a lot more to learn, but I learned a lot. So I'm excited about 2024. I'm ready to just carry on the momentum from 2023 right on into this year. So Friday Sews. So in case you don't know, Friday Sews is the wonderful creation by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, where she started this hashtag so that sewers could gather together and share about what they're working on, what they want to be working on, and a little bit about life. And it's just my favorite thing, even though y'all haven't seen me a lot in the last couple months, but I promise you it's still my favorite thing. And I have so many videos to catch up on. It's never going to happen, actually, and I have finally realized that and just started watching the current ones, and as I can, I'll go back and watch the older ones from y'all because yeah, there's a lot. So anyway, I'm just excited to be here right now, and I don't have a ton of stuff to talk about because I actually have not worked on much this week. The only thing I worked on was actually printing out another copy of the Galaxy T from Pattern Scissors Cloth. Pattern Scissors Cloth. I got it wrong last time I talked about it. From Pattern Scissors Cloth, because I can't find the first one that I printed, cut out, printed, did all the things. I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. I've got to get the sewing room organized, y'all. So anyway, I did another one. I got it printed. I got it put together. I got it traced. I got the pattern cut out. I just haven't sat down with the actual fabric because my plan was to do that this past Wednesday in the evening, because we didn't have church this week because of the holidays on Wednesday night. So I didn't have to go anywhere. So I was like, I'm going to sew on Wednesday night. On Wednesday morning, our church website, which I am the person I'm not the IT person because I really don't know what I'm doing, but I am the church, I do the church website. Well, it completely crashed, and I spent 14 hours on Wednesday trying to get help from the support people, and 14 hours, y'all. So ultimately what happened was I just started completely over fresh. So anyway, now we have a whopping 2 pages on our website for the church, but it'll get the job done. It just, mostly people just need to know where we are, what time we're having service, and be able to click and watch videos from previous services. So anyway, that's all that's there right now. But anyway, all of that to say, I did not get to sew. I had such big hopes. But anyway, I purchased exactly nothing. Like, I haven't bought any sewing stuff for weeks, partly because, it was a holiday. Oops, sorry. It was the holidays, just, focused on Christmas and stuff. And so did not buy any sewing stuff. And that's fine. So Jen's question today is exactly the same thing I was going to talk about anyway, and it is, what are your sewing goals for 2024? I'm going to share mine with you, but I would love for you to share your goals in the comments below. Now, I watched Sew Carol this morning, and she was talking about how she does not set goals, and she is more of a free spirit. So then I started thinking, well, maybe I'm just being ridiculous about setting goals, because I am like, I love goals. I love to set goals. And then I realized just my personality, like, if I don't have kind of a list, I just will end up doing nothing. So I want to see myself grow in my skills in sewing. And so part of my goals for 2024 is going to include that. So I want to share with you what my goals are. And really, I can't wait to hear y'all. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to be watching more Friday Sews videos. I'm sure I'm going to see some more goal stuff in there. So I do not have patterns connected with anything on this list, I don't think. So I just kind of made some categories of stuff that I want to make. So these are things I want to make. And then I've got another part of this, which I'll get to after I talk about this. So the first thing that I want, not first thing, these are actually in no order of importance or time. I just was like brain dumping and throwing out a list. So the first thing that I wrote down was an Easter dress. So if y'all have been with me, you know that I have lost weight this last year. So last Easter, I weighed 46 more pounds than I do right now. And I'm hoping to lose some more before Thanksgiving. Yeah, I hope I lose some more before Thanksgiving, before Easter. And I want to make a dress for Easter Sunday. And so, sorry, I keep kicking the camera stand. Oh, hold up, y'all. I need to talk about what I'm wearing. So I talked about this video, I talked about this shirt in the last video I made, or I talked about it on Instagram. I'm really not sure. I don't remember. So this is the Love Notions Forte, and I bought this a long time ago, like this pattern a really long time ago, and then I was like, I don't really like it. Like the pattern, I don't like it. There's different views of it, and there's a ton of different views. That's one of the great things about Love Notions. They give you tons of choices. And there was this view that I guess I just didn't really notice until I saw Cynthia from Sewn by Cynthia on Instagram. I think that's her name. Why do I like, my brain just goes completely blank when I get in front of the camera. But anyway, I saw her make this and I was like, oh my goodness, I love that view of that shirt and I want to make it too. And she'd made it out of this beautiful, either white or cream wide rib knit from Serge Fabrics. And so I was like, I want that, except I chose a different color. So this is it. I'm going to post a picture right here of me wearing it. And I hate that there's this microphone cord here, but I didn't have my other kind. So anyway, this is what it is. But well, that's really not flattering. Okay, we're too close. Never mind. Just kidding. I don't know when I'm going to learn that lesson. So, okay, but let's talk about this neckband. You know I'm going to talk about the neckband. I think I'm going to probably need to change my username to something that has the word neckband in it, because that comes up in every single video I make. So, okay, I don't want to mess up the microphone or anything. So I feel like I don't know what the problem is. Right now, look, with you looking at it and with me looking at it, it looks good. However, like it's doing this thing right here. Do you see that? It's doing this thing. And so I don't know if that was me, and it probably was. If it was me, or if there's something, it's too wide, too not wide enough. I don't know. So I wish, yeah, see, it's kind of gaping, but yet sorry, that's my bra. Like you didn't know that. Okay, anyway, whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say, and I don't know, like, okay, see, like right now it looks fine, but there's that little bit of gap that happens if I move a certain way. So anyway, what do y'all think? What is the deal? Because otherwise it's beautiful. Like I love these sleeves. I think they're so cute, and I like the little peplum. Is that what that's called? I wish it was a little bit longer, which you can see in the picture when I put up. I wish it was a little bit longer. I feel like Cynthia's looked longer than this one. I don't know. And I actually even didn't hem it as recommended, because I was like, oh, this looks really short. And I like things to cover. Never mind. Just, you'll know what I'm saying. Anyway, because I'm on stage a lot and I'm on camera a lot for the church. And so anyway, I don't know. I'm probably just being weird. Anyhow, okay, now I've flustered myself all up by talking about that. anyway, I like everything covered. Let me just say that. So anyway, let me know what you think about the neckband, but I absolutely adore this shirt, and I will make another one. I'm just going to make the little skirt. Actually, it's called a skirt on the pattern piece. So the little skirt for the bottom here, this little ruffle thing, this little peplum, I don't know, whatever it is, I'm going to make it longer next time. But anyway, I really love it. I really, really love it. It fits me. I finally think I'm maybe able to make things that fit now. And I feel like I did a good job on the neckband. It looked great until, this little thing. But anyway, I don't want to keep talking about that. Okay, so back to my goals for 2024. So I want to make an Easter dress. I don't know what kind of a dress I want to make yet. I've actually not watched enough videos, I'm sure, and I think now that we're into January, we're going to start seeing videos of things that people are making for spring. Maybe some new things will come out. Anyway, I want to make a dress for Easter. I want to make a pair of pants. I need to stretch my little boundaries of comfort, and I want to make a pair of pants. And when I say pants, I'm not talking about leggings. I'm not talking about pajama pants, although I need to make some of those. I'm not talking about just sweatpants, which is what I wear most of the time and probably what I should be making because that's where I live. But I want to make like a real pair of pants. So I'm not sure if I'm ready to try the jeans yet. I'm a little scared of that, but I am thinking about making something like the Sabrina Slims from Love Notions because they seem like they would be simple enough. Love Notions Hold Your Hand. There's loads of videos of other people making them. So I'm not going to, but again, I'm not going to be married right now in this video to a specific pattern probably of anything. I'm just putting out some categories. So an Easter dress, a pair of pants. I want to make something for my husband because I keep telling him, oh, I'm going to make you this. Oh, I'm going to make, and I haven't made him jack squat. So I want to make him maybe some, I don't know. I'm not going to be too fancy. I'm not going to be like too involved with it. I would maybe make him like a pair of shorts or something. I don't know. I just want to make him something. So that's on my list. And then something for my daughter, Emma. Again, I don't know what I'm going to make for her. She likes really oversized clothes, really casual. So hers will probably be one of the easier things I will make this year. So I'm going to let her look through some stuff with me and we'll see what she wants me to make her. And then I also want to make some kind of a bag or a tote or something. Why did I not look this up and write it down before I got on here? So I do have something I think I want to make. Specifically, there's so many cool bags and totes out there, but this one, I think it was even a free pattern, and I want to say I'm not going to say, I don't know. I will put if I can remember, I'll put it right across here, or I will just put it in the description, but there is this bag I really want to make. So that one is probably the most specific thing I'm going to say today that I know of. Okay, next thing I want to make is an apron for my granddaughter Eloise because she loves to help me bake in the kitchen. And the aprons that I had that were kid aprons were just junky looking, and I actually decluttered in my kitchen this week and I got rid of the kid aprons. I didn't make them. They just came from like thrift stores or whatever. And I got rid of them. I even threw 2 of them away. They just were garbage. But anyway, I want to make her a cute little apron that fits her personality and the colors that she likes. So that's another thing. And then I want to choose a Christmas present to make for each of my girls, my daughters and my daughters-in-law. So that's four things, but I want to make like all the same thing, probably different colorways or whatever. But I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I just know that I was really sad that I did not do any gift to November. So what was that? I'm telling you right now, if I don't even know why I try to remember stuff here. Anyway, I think it's whatever from So Like Dottie I talked about in the last video. Anyway, I loved watching all those videos and I'm like, I am a slacker. I have not made anybody a Christmas present. So anyway, I'm going to try to find one thing, but I'm going to make it 4 times for my daughters and my daughters-in-law for Christmas. And then I would like to make a Mother's Day top for me that's not the standard shirts that you keep seeing me. I love the Laundry Day tee. I love the Rockford Raglan. I'm not saying I'm not going to make any of those this year because I probably will. But I want to make something a little more dressy because I usually speak at church on Mother's Day, and I just want to have something new. I don't wear dresses when I speak. I have enough things to worry about when I'm speaking. I don't need to be trying to wear a dress because I just feel like that would be a complete disaster. I have not fallen going up the stairs yet at our church. I haven't done it yet. So I feel like the day is coming. Like the more I don't do it, the closer that day is getting that I'm going to fall one day, because every week I get up, I go upstairs and do the grading, come down the stairs. And I haven't fallen yet. I just feel like it's going to happen eventually. And so I don't want to be wearing a dress. Nobody needs to see that. So anyway, when I speak, I will wear a top. I'm going to wear a dress on Easter. And every once in a while I'll wear a dress, but usually I don't. Anyhow, that has nothing to do with my plans. And then the last thing on my list is I want to make this little outfit for Arlo right here, my grandson Arlo. I just think that is so cute, and I'd like to make that for him. So that actually is another one that's specific, because when I found this pattern, I was just like, that has Arlo's name all over it. So that is my sewing plans as far as things I want to make for 2024. Now, the other part of my sewing goals for 2024 is that, I'm sure I talked about this, but when I bought the Brilliant, I also bought the membership thing that gives you access to their teaching videos and stuff. Honestly, I cannot remember stuff as soon as I get on camera. It's like every brain cell I have leaves. But I want to learn how to use this baby, so I want to work through the videos that are in the training that you get access to. And this is probably going to be like, I'm probably saying way too many things. But I also, y'all may remember that I bought a serger book that teaches you how to use the Baby Lock sergers. And it has literal projects in it. It'll teach you a skill, but it'll also give you a project to make with it. So I want to work through that too. I just want to do all the things. And y'all are like, Jackie, you haven't hardly even made any videos because you're not really sewing right now. And now you think you're going to do all this stuff. I'll be honest, I'm thinking the same thing. But, I have to put it out there. I have to have this list or I won't make anything at all. So anyway, I want to work on the serger. But this is a little more time sensitive because I only have the membership. I don't know how long it is. It's limited. And so I need to get started on that. But then I use the serger more. I don't know. Anyway, I need to further consider this, I guess, as I'm sitting here talking this out loud. So those are my sewing plans. I need to get this video wrapped up. I'm trying to be less than 20 minutes. But that's my sewing plans for 2024. We'll see. I can't wait to be able to come next year and then look at this and see where I'm at. But I'm going to try to check in. I'm going to put a little reminder in my calendar to do a check-in on this so that y'all will, just keep me accountable, somebody. So that's all. Like, there's not a lot of sewing stuff going on other than I'm making plans, but not actually sewing. And even though I say I want to make those things, I guarantee you I'm either not going to make all of them, but I'm definitely going to make other things. Like, I'm going to make the Galaxy Tee. That's not on this list, but I've already got the thing cut out. Well, just the pattern part. I need to cut out the fabric and stuff, but I'm going to work on that this week. And again, I should have written it down, but somebody, I think this is the second person that's told me this, and I didn't listen to the first person. So they said when I'm making a neckband to sew it with my sewing machine on a long stitch first before I serge. That's smart. And so I'm going to do that with the Galaxy Tee, and I will report back. But really, I did a good job on this, but I don't want to go back to this because I keep talking about it. Anyhow, that is my sewing life this week. In my regular life, I already told you the website crashed, so I had to deal with that. Honestly, I haven't done a whole lot in my personal life either. Since I saw you last. We had Christmas. We had the best Christmas day, except it wasn't on Christmas Day. We celebrated the day after Christmas because, and I may have said this in a video before, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but my daughter Madison, she's the only, we have Emma that lives at home with us. She's just 19. And then Madison is married, and she has my two grandkids, which you've maybe seen before, Arlo and Eloise, and they live here in Tennessee. My other kids live in Florida. So Madison and Larry wanted to have Christmas morning at their house with their kids, and I totally understand that. And I think it's great. I love that. So anyway, they spent Christmas morning at their house, and then they came to our house Christmas afternoon. But we pretended like that was Christmas Eve, basically, because what we used to do in the past was on Christmas Eve, they come over, we eat, and we play games. And so we just treated Christmas night like Christmas Eve, and then we got up the day after Christmas, and we had Christmas that day. And so anyway, that Christmas day was so great. And I don't know why. It was nothing spectacular, but it was just the best day. So we got up, and I make homemade cinnamon rolls. It's the only day of the year I make them. It's the only time we're allowed to eat them. Like, it is a tradition. I only make them to eat on Christmas morning, whenever Christmas morning happens to fall. Now, I actually made some for my Florida kids, but I didn't eat any because I can only have it one time a year. So anyway, they are so good, y'all. They are so stinking good. And so we ate our cinnamon rolls, we opened presents, and then I made Christmas dinner, and I felt like it was very casual. Like, normally I'm very structured. I have all of this timed out, and I make things early, and I didn't do that this year. And y'all, I made all the same things. Everything came out great, ate when we were supposed to, and it was marvelous. Absolutely amazing food, if I do say so myself. I love to cook and bake. So we had a great dinner. And then we straightened up, and then we went and looked at Christmas lights, because we drive around and look at Christmas lights every year, but we didn't have time to do it before Christmas. So we decided to do it that night. Y'all, it was the best. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why this day was so great. We drove to Franklin, Tennessee, and they have a drive-through Christmas thing. I mean, there's other ones around, but we went to Franklin, Tennessee, which is it's an hour, maybe 15 minutes from my house. And if y'all don't know anything about Franklin, Tennessee, look it up. It's the cutest little town ever. But we went because they had this drive-through Christmas lights. But okay, I'll be honest, we really went because there's a Jenny's Splendid ice cream there. And I wanted Jenny's ice cream because I'm on Weight Watchers and I'm trying to lose weight. That's obviously not something I'm going to choose to eat very often. But y'all, if you've never had Jenny's Splendid ice cream, I think it's not the ice cream. I mean, the ice cream is really good, but I think it's the Buttercrisp waffle cone. I'm sure they're going to be in heaven. I know they are, because they came straight from there, obviously. They're so good. Anyway, so we did that, and this was an interesting bonus to the ice cream. As we were walking back to the car, a fire truck pulls up in the road between us, and then there's apartments across the street. And there was a cat on a balcony that was like a dark balcony, like nobody was there. Either nobody lives there or the people are in town. I don't know. I don't really know what the story was, but there was a cat on this balcony, and so the fire department was there to rescue the cat. I know they do that, but I didn't think they really did that. So they get the ladder out in they're up on I think it was the second floor, and the fireman is on the ladder, and he has a cat crate. I'm going to put a video in here if I can, because I videotaped this. And so he goes to get the cat, and the cat freaks out and jumps off the balcony down to the ground and runs away. It's terrible. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the story is. I shouldn't laugh about that, especially about what I'm going to talk about in my Bible verse. It's terrible. Anyway, so I was really just telling y'all how much fun we had that day, and it had nothing. It wasn't fun because of the cat, because I was kind of sad. Very interesting, kind of sad. So I don't know. We were hoping they would catch the cat. I never saw the cat again. I don't know what happened. And then we went off and looked at Christmas lights. So again, Franklin, Tennessee is they have a lot of money over there in Franklin, Tennessee. And so there were some amazing homes to see and amazing light displays. It was just a lot of fun. So I don't know. It was just the best Christmas day that I can remember for a long time. So there's that. Anyway, that was like my whole life. And then my favorite week of the whole year is the week between Christmas and New Year's. I love it so much because like everything is just, it's just chill. Like I don't have a schedule. I didn't have anywhere I had to be. We only had one church service because I'm telling you this like you don't have the same calendar I do, but Christmas Eve was on Sunday and New Year's Eve was on Sunday. And so we had just one service instead of our regular two. And they were just really sweet. And just there's just not a lot of pressure that week between Christmas and New Year's, and I love it so much. And I'm kind of still extending that this week. I'm kind of still in that mode. So that's about all that's going on in my life. And let me just leave you with this Bible verse after I said all that stuff about the poor cat. So this Bible verse is for me. I'm kind of putting it out there to myself as this is kind of like going to be my verse that I keep going back to this year. And it is from Ephesians 4:32. It says, "Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God also forgave you." So I don't really have a word of the year, except if I did, I think it would be kindness, because I need to work on that. I just need to work on that with my family especially. So this is really verse for me. It's not, I mean, y'all can take it too. You're welcome to have it, but be kind to one another. One of the other translations says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another." And y'all, I need some help on that. Obviously, I had no compassion toward that cat. But anyway, that's just a verse that I believe that God has given me to focus on for 2024. So, and that also includes myself, like be kind to myself and compassionate with myself and forgiving myself, because I don't know about you, but I'm really hard on myself a lot of times. And so I need to give myself some grace as well, but not as much as I need to give some people in my family. I'm just saying. Anyway, if they watch this video, I don't think they watch these videos, but anyway, so that's all I have for this week. So y'all, tell me what your sewing plans are for 2024, whether they're very specific, whether they're loose. Like Carol, she said that even though she doesn't set goals, one of the things she wanted to do was be better about keeping track of where her fabric comes from. So I guess for her, but also so that as she tells us that's smart. So let me know what you guys are doing, and I will be back next week for another Friday Sews. See you then.